January 17th, 2018. Howie and I are great partners in crime. For the most part, Howie keeps me from poking the bear, but neither of us could resist this. Howie wrote it as if it were from me, and I posted it to my Facebook page, expecting that Joe will see it. Usually I avoid commenting on the antics of Joe Schreibvogel, also known as Maldonado, also known as Passage, but tonight I just can't help myself because this is too absurd for words. This evening, Joe posted a video on Facebook of himself in a recording studio claiming that he was going to record a song in memory of his deceased husband, who apparently accidentally shot himself in the head. In my view, the only thing that drives Joe is getting attention. One way he has gotten it in recent years, in addition to running for president in 2016 and for governor of Oklahoma, is to claim he is a singer. It is hard to imagine how anyone who hears his nasal speaking voice could believe that the voice on the song is really his. But the people he has duped into believing his nonsense seem to. In actual fact, for years he has paid a singer, Vince Johnson, to sing the songs. Then Joe makes a video lip-syncing the song and claims it's himself singing. Here is the video he posted tonight, saying he is at a studio where he plans to record. Listen to his speaking voice if his page will let you view it. Please do not comment on his page. It just feeds his need for attention and gives him your Facebook name to harass. And I gave the link. And then it says, here is Cool Joe swaying to the music and allegedly singing. Does it sound like the same voice? And here is a selection of Vince Johnson songs for comparison. And I gave the link to that. It was, I'll put it in the notes down below. I don't know if it's still around. You just can't make this stuff up. While laughable, the sad thing to me is that this time spent seeking personal attention could be spent on providing better lives for his animals, assuming, of course, he had any interest in doing that. Nothing we have seen or heard over the years suggests that that is the case. Please do not comment on this post for the same reason as above. And then that was the end of the post. What we didn't post is that Vince Johnson has actually come to me on several occasions. Most recently, Vince wrote, and this was on December 11th of 2017. Joe really wants me to record this song I wrote for him. I had a friend do a rough demo, but he wants me in the band to keep the charade going, and he's willing to pay for it. I would much rather help you get the slimy, conniving creep, but a man has to eat. There was another email on October 9th of 2014, and it says Vince writing, in a nutshell, money. I've wrote a song about you, and I'm set to record it next week. It's not very flattering. I'll send it to you. Seems to me life's too short for petty vendettas, but Joe hates you, and I assume you feel the same. I have nothing whatsoever against you. You may be a fine woman. You for sure have beautiful eyes, but a man has to make a living. Remember, no beast so fierce but knows the touch of pity. But I know none, and therefore I am no beast. William Shakespeare. I wrote him back. That's too bad. You really do have an amazing talent. I believe that we are all on a path to enlightenment, and that we are just at different stages along that path. I don't care what Joe says about me, or what he pays you to sing about me. I won't hold it against you at all. My only reason for being involved with him is because I believe that wild cats are too magnificent to be bred for life in cages. I believe that breeding them, using their cubs as money-making props, and then discarding them or warehousing them is cruel. I expose that cruelty wherever I find it. When I exposed what Joe was doing, under all of his aliases, he decided to take on the alias of Big Cat Rescue Entertainment. I sued him for copyright and trademark infringement and got over $1 million judgment against him. I am now chasing him through bankruptcy court. I had to protect our good name, and he could have quit trying to confuse the public by using our name at any time and saved us all the hassle. But he is too full of pride and hatred to behave any differently than he does. I have learned to be more patient and forgiving throughout all of this, and maybe he's learned some life lessons as well. In the end, I think we are all moving toward doing and being better. I hope you find the big break you deserve. Such a magnificent voice. It is just cruel towards you to have it attributed to such a person as he is at this point in his evolution." Vince wrote back, "As I said, one needs to make a living. From I saw a tiger to you can't believe, the Terry Thompson story, etc. I don't lose sleep over tigers, and I think Thompson was a creep, but I was paid to make the people think about the plight of the tiger and to make Thompson a hero or victim. If Joe wants to play Elvis, it's silly, but so be it. I do appreciate the compliment on my songs. Thank you. I know what Joe is. He's a weasel and a liar, and I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him. And I know about the lawsuit and your victory. I've done my homework. The KillerCarol song is nothing personal. I'm just an artist doing my work. I can write a song about Joe if I wish that would rain on his parade." Then he sent me this was on 10/10 of 2014, he sent me the lyrics from KillerCarol. So I wrote him back saying, "Thank you for sending me this. It brought tears to my eyes. I am married to a wonderful man now that I met 5 years after losing Don, but Don was my best friend from the time I was 19 until 1997 when I was 36. We built this sanctuary together since 1992 and worked together in our real estate investment company since 1980. He walked out the door one day and never came back. We never found him. I still see him sometimes, in the form of a stranger on the street, but it never turns out to be him. It has been a nightmare that just never ends because of not knowing what happened. People who abuse animals love it, though, because it casts a delicious darkness over me that they can exploit to try and discredit the work I am doing to end the private trade in exotic cats. Remember, the world is a dangerous place to live, not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. Albert Einstein." And I signed it Carole Baskin. If you're enjoying my diary, please like, share, and subscribe. You can find other ways to connect to me over at bigcatrescue.org/Carole.Baskin.